Hey everybody, how's it going? Stoudman coming back at you once again, and today I'm going to be talking to you about some things actually that my brother gave me shortly after we moved. As you may know, I think I've talked about in the past that he's not really a physical media guy. He wants to convert mostly to digital media, streaming, voodoo, stuff like that. But regardless, he once was kind of a physical media hound like myself, maybe not as deep into it as I am now, but he was pretty big into it at a certain time period when, well, that's all there was, right? Now that he is happy with his digital media, he doesn't really care that much about the physical media that he once had, and he really only has a few things left in his collection, and I think he basically just gave it all to me and said, hey, take what you want, So I'm going to go ahead and show you the things that he essentially gave to me or to pick through, and the decisions I'm making about whether or not to keep them or, let him have them or whatever. I have a feeling after all this, he's probably just going to say, yeah, just take them all. But whatever happens, I am very thankful that he was willing to give me this. I will say this right up front though, and I'm probably going to put like a warning on the video title itself or something. Probably already did, and I'm saying this with you already knowing that. But yes, some of these are not very good condition, and I think the reason is my brother has 4 kids, so trying to take care of these kinds of things, it's another reason I think he gets into the digital stuff more nowadays, is that he doesn't worry about things getting damaged all the time, you know what I mean? So trying to take care of a physical copy of something when you've got kids is pretty difficult sometimes. I mean, I feel like at this point they're old enough that they're not going to be damaging anything, but he's had these for a while, and as a result, like, his kids were maybe messing around, maybe spilled some things here and there, maybe dropped something here and there on accident when running around the house or something like that. Kids, you tell them not to do these things, they do them anyways, and bad things happen sometimes. But regardless, I'm just giving you that warning that some of these are not in fantastic condition, but I will probably be keeping them regardless, the ones that aren't in very good condition, because I do have at least a slight interest in almost everything that he gave to me. So first off, I'm going to start off with Vampire Hunter D Special Edition. I believe my friend Skinslip said this is now available on Blu-ray. Now available on a Blu-ray, but I've never actually seen it. So my brother's a huge fan, so I owe it to him to finally check it out, and hey, now I have the DVD, I can do just that. Vampire Hunter D. It always sounded interesting to me, but I never actually sat down and tried to watch it, so yeah. Probably should get around to that, especially now that he's given me this. I actually never bothered to look at the disc condition, but I'm sure it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, there are a few nicks here and there, but it's totally playable, it's fine. When it comes to the disc condition, usually everything's fine. It's the condition of the cases that's like, wow, you do have kids. These kids were, I'm sure, very rambunctious at times, so yeah. Anyways, Vampire Hunter D, I am very interested in finally checking this out. I'm glad that my brother thought to give me this to check out. Next up, he gave me a really beat up, stained copy of Unbreakable that I almost don't even want to touch because it just looks meh. What happened to this, And the thing is, I already have this DVD, on DVD especially. I already have this, and the only reason I would want it would be for the outside cover here, but as you can see, the outside cover is pretty disgusting, and since it is cardboard, it wouldn't necessarily be easy to clean up, and I'm just thinking, I don't really want this, but I don't know. He'll probably just tell me to keep it anyways and do something with it. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw it in with a lot on eBay or something at some point, but for him, or if he wants to do something like that, but whatever. I already have it. Probably not going to keep this one, but thanks anyways. Great movie. Next, here we have Disney Infinity, the 2.0 edition. I believe it's edition. Is this the multilingual version? I don't know. Whatever the case may be, I do know that this game was canceled. Essentially, it was like an online game with online stuff that was canceled. They're no longer doing that kind of stuff for it anymore. You can, I believe, still play the game, and it's one of those games that you play with like little toys that you put on the, it's like Skylanders, you know. And I would like to get into that because, you know, game being canceled and everything, the toys are they're a lot cheaper to pick up now, you know what I mean? So I could actually possibly play this game without, you know, having to worry about that and check it out at least. And it's in alright condition. I don't mind adding this to my PS4 collection. So, yeah. I mean, granted, I won't be able to check out everything that might have been there with the online portion of it, but, you know, whatever's there still could still be fun. So, yeah, I'll definitely check this out at some point. Next up, we have another movie I already have, and that would be Ponyo. This one has the slipcover. I do not have the slipcover for Ponyo, but this slipcover has seen, I would say, some better days. There are a few little stains here as well. But, you know, the disc is in good condition. The Blu-ray itself looks fine. And I don't know, maybe I'll put this in there with Unbreakable or something, I don't know. But it's definitely one of those where it's like, I already have this, so I might not want this. Maybe I'll just tell him, this is one of the ones that you gave me that I'm not really that interested in. If you want to get some money out of it, I'm sure you can. It's Ponyo. Definitely should be able to get some money out of it, even though they're now doing fuck's sake, even though they're now doing re-releases through G-Kids because Disney lost the license to the Studio Ghibli stuff. You might still be able to make some money off of this, you know. It's a pretty good movie, and the movie itself is in good condition. The slipcover might not be, but it's not that big of a deal in terms of selling it, you know what I mean? Next up, we have a somewhat stained, or a little bit of a stain on there, I guess, copy of X-Men 2, X-Men United. Was that actually, I don't remember that being the subtitle to this movie. Maybe I'm just getting old and forgetting things. A good possibility. But it also seems like something that they do when they're just trying to sell a movie that's already been re-released a million times. Add a little subtitle in there. I don't actually have this yet on Blu-ray, so I don't mind adding it to my collection. Give me an excuse to pick up the first one as well. I have no interest in the third movie or the one that came after that. So, you know, that would be it for me, I think, in terms of X-Men movies. I have First Class, Days of Future Past, Apocalypse, The Wolverine, and I think that's it. I think that's all the X-Men movies I have. So I would not mind having X-Men 2, and then at some point, maybe during Black Friday or something, pick up X-Men 1 finally, and, well, there you go. Now here's where it gets interesting, because these are by and large considered very nice editions of the movies that they are, and in good condition they sell for quite a bit of money online. In fact, like, I looked on Amazon to see how much this edition went for, and I was seeing prices of between $50 and $100 because it's rare, it's out of print, you know what I mean? It's since been re-released, I think one, maybe even 2 times, but never in this particular form. unfortunately, it's so beat up that it's just, I don't think anybody's going to want this. So I'm probably going to keep it to myself, keep it for myself. And that would be the Steelbook of Beauty and the Beast. We already have, actually, another version of this downstairs. I think I got it from my mom for her birthday at some point, because she really likes this movie. But regardless, it's just there. That kind of shows off a little bit of the problem. Scratched, scuffed, there are dents. The real big dent is actually right there. Oh, nobody, a Steelbook that damaged, nobody's gonna want it. Nobody's gonna want that. And that's why I'm just like, maybe I just keep it to myself. And then there are some stains on the back as well, so, you know, kids, what are you gonna do? But the disc, I checked, perfect condition. Everything is fine. All the discs are in perfect condition. I even got the movie code to work, the Disney Movie Reward code. I was like, cool, if that's all I get out of it, that's pretty awesome. But, you know, I wouldn't mind putting this on my shelf and, you know, having Beauty and the Beast in some form in my personal collection. I don't yet have it in my collection, so this would be a way to do it, I guess. It's not necessarily the best condition version of Beauty and the Beast you're going to get, but it's also kind of rare. And there's a story behind it, you know? So I don't really mind having that in my collection. I think that's pretty cool. Granted, yeah, it's seen better days. It's not the best copy of this out there, I'm sure. And these are kind of rare and hard to come by, so yeah, a little sad, but also happy because now I have this movie in my collection and there's a story behind it. Behind all the damage it's seen. Last but not least, we have something that I think at least is a little bit better condition than the Beauty and the Beast. And that would be Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Hold on. The Steelbook. The Steelbook. And yeah, it comes with a slipcover and everything. It's not like you can hear it. It's a little bit rattly. I don't know why. I don't know what's causing that in this, but it's just weird. But the case itself, if you look around, there's like nothing wrong with it. There's really nothing wrong. There are a few fingerprints and stuff, or maybe a little dent, teeny bit of a dent right there, but no more than you're going to see in a store copy that you would have seen, you know what I mean? So, I mean, maybe that's where it came from for all we know. But otherwise, it's in pretty pristine condition. And this is a movie, again, I don't have in my collection yet. So, hell yeah, I'm going to keep that one. I don't mind keeping that. Freaking hell yeah. Especially considering that this copy of this movie is out of print. It's rare. It's hard to come by. I don't know how much this would go for. I mean, if I tried to sell it, it'd probably go for like 50 to 75 bucks in this condition. If I cleaned it up, maybe a little bit more. But regardless, I'm not selling it. I'm keeping it. I love me some free Disney movies. Disney classics at that. In Steelbook form. Almost perfect condition Steelbook. Not bad. I will take that any day of the week. I mean, heck, if I'm willing to take this, gotta be willing to take that. Hell yeah. So, out of all of the things my brother gave me, I would say this is definitely the one that's like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep that. That's a big yes. As for the rest, Vampire Hunter D, keeping that. Unbreakable, probably not. Disney Infinity, I'll keep that. Ponyo, probably not, because I already have it. And then X-Men 2. So, yeah. Of the stuff I'm keeping, that's not a bad pickup right there. That's not a bad haul, I would say. Imagine I found all these in this condition for a good price at a thrift store or something like that. I mean, I don't think you'd look that gift horse in the mouth at all if I found it for some good deals. Even this one, I think I'd look at this and be like, you know what, I'm going to save this. if I found it for a halfway decent price out there, I would have been like, you know what, I'm going to save this. Well, free is a better price than halfway decent. So, I'll take it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I should... Part of me is the good guy that wants to show this to them and be like, are you sure you want to give this to me? Because, like, you know, you can make some money out of this. But the other part of me says, I want it in my collection. I want it in my collection. I want it in my collection. These two, this one's cheap. You can find it anywhere for a couple of bucks, really. The same with this one. This one I think is a little bit more rare, but only because the DVD is out of print, but I think it's now in print on Blu-ray, so not a big deal. Anyways, all things told, I think I'm pretty happy with all the things that my brother decided to just give to me. That's pretty awesome. And that will do it for this particular video. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later. Peace.